welcome and thank you very much for coming to our ceremony to dedicate the wood. We're mourning family and friends who've tragically died during the coronavirus pandemic. And we're also mourning the difficult time friends and family have had with perhaps losing jobs, being furloughed, mental health problems. But we're also here to celebrate, and there's lots to celebrate as well. We are here to celebrate the power of community, which has been so important in the last year, people coming together, the power of community to plant a woodland, like the one that you see behind us. There's how many trees there, Daniel? 1,000. Whoa! Planting woodlands, it's happened all around the country, to help with the healing of our souls and also of the planet. More important now than ever. So we're also here to celebrate specifically today the dedication of our first lockdown wood. And we've got a wonderful banner for you to admire. Hungerford Primary School have produced that.
Good morning, everyone. I'm absolutely delighted to be here to represent the town and manor of Hungerford and the liberty of Sandon Fee. As you well know, the lockdown wood area that we have here is part of the Freeman's Marsh area that is in front of us, and I think it's a fantastic setting to have this new piece of wood growing as a dedication to those that have suffered over the last couple of years. It's been a very, very difficult time for everyone. The trees that have been planted here, for me, also sort of act as a testament to what this is all about. The trees that were here had all died or had been diseased. There was ash trees and they all had ash dieback. So it's almost, for me, another sign of recovery. This whole area is a site of special scientific interest and is something that we look after and cherish for the benefit of everyone in the town. And I think what we have here is an extension to that, which has real meaning at a time where we all need somewhere to go to reflect on what has happened to us as a community.
I would like to say thank you to Susan from the Friends of the Earth, Heat, Reverend Mike Saunders, Hungerford Town and Manor, Peter Joseph, and all of the amazing volunteers that have contributed to planting, as we now know, 1,000 trees. That's just an incredible number, so congratulations all of you. Loss and grief are always difficult, but the pandemic has meant that we've been unable to support those suffering loss and hardship as we would normally do in non-COVID times. Your efforts have resulted in a brand new woodland generations will now enjoy. Not only will these trees remove carbon from our atmosphere, they will support natural habitats and wildlife that live within them.
The tree it grew up towards the blue, to the world it waves on windy days. Blossoms bloom outside my room. The rain keeps me alive whilst my leaves thrive. I watched as years went by, as my branches reached for the sky. My roots stretched to the ground, to the earth I'm bound. Life goes on.
And my leaves are gone. I'm growing weary and old. I should move on, I'm told. My space is now clear. I've cried my last tear. And then someone comes along to plant another one for generations to come.
What is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare. No time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep or cats. No not time to see when woods we pass, where squirrels hide their nuts in grass. No time to see in broad daylight, streams full of stars like skies at night. No time to turn at beauty's glance and watch her feet, how they can dance. No time to wait till her mouth can enrich that smile her eyes will dance. A poor life this is, if full of care, we have no time to stand.
We're going to be planting another 840 trees on town and manor land just down near to the church in November. So we just encourage anyone that wants to get involved just to come and join us. And I think one of the positive things about the pandemic for me that's come out is the way that we've got this community feeling back again, and that people are really looking after each other, looking out for each other, and that mental health has really, become priority. People are much more aware of it, and we all really need to look out for each other. So I'm just looking forward to us all working together.
Where we are today, we still see bereavement. The way we're caring for our world isn't great. So we are burning more fossil fuels, we are putting carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, and we do need to, well, Mike's long word for it is sequester, but most of us call capture. And so that's some of why we're trying to plant trees.
I lost my wife back in March, and I was desperate to have somewhere to plant a tree. And the lovely people at Heat said, we got lockdown woods, so why don't you plant one there? And not only did they give me a spot, but they connected me with a lovely lady who happened to have a 5-year-old oak, which me and the boys, one very warm Sunday afternoon, wheelbarrowed up here from Marsh Lane, and it was quite tough. So because of the fact that you got ash trees there, they were big ash trees and the roots were huge.
We know.
So there was a spade, and also there was an axe involved just to get us to get the depth. So April has been extremely dry, so me and my 2 boys who are still with me at home have been cycling down with watering cans on our back, filling up in the canal, and then doing our cardio to come up here to water Lisa's tree, which is, it's got a purple ribbon on it and it's got a deer guard. So I'd like to say a massive thank you to everyone who's made this happen. I'm really, really happy.
Well done, Si.
And Lisa was a very dear friend, so to know that that's here today was even more special.
So we're going to make a circle because circles symbolise communities coming together and working together to achieve things. Circles symbolise our connectedness, and circles are the way nature works. So it's a powerful symbol.
Lockdown works.